Send your money instantly. Safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is. It reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money, and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
Want to just get out of town with your friends and family? Are you having a corporate getaway and have no adequate transport? Then this here is what you need to listen to. A brand new 35-seater Yutong luxury bus is now up for hire at an affordable and negotiable rate. It comes fully equipped with aircon, TV for your relaxation, music soothing your trip, and DVD players to give you variety. Book now by calling 0955 0966 or 977 844 141.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Your jungle.
Thank you so much for joining us on Prime Television's main news desk with the broadcast. My name is Kalan Muchima. A look at the headlines. UPND tells PF government not to heap its failures on dismissed Winter Kabimba. PF members continue celebrating the dismissal of Winter Kabimba, and Kaoma residents demand for development. In foreign news, South Africa tackles Lesotho coup crisis. For these and other stories, join me shortly. Welcome back, and other news in detail. While government continues claiming to have taken development to most parts of the country, the people of Kaoma district in Western Province feel left out. The residents say nothing has changed in terms of development-wise as being claimed by the PF. Kaoma district in Western Province is one of the oldest districts in Zambia, but in terms of development, the district is still lagging behind. Most people are self-employed, participating in various economic ventures for their livelihoods. The residents have, however, called on government to also consider them when it comes to development.
Road network, they are not done. We have seen so much the road network and infrastructure like buildings, which we have around. It's all from local empowerment. We local people here, we just do only farming.
But Kaoma District Commissioner Manjolo Kaumba says government has done a lot in the area.
In Kaoma, we are happy that Kaoma District has grown to a level that even Mongu, as the headquarters of Western Province, Kaoma has surpassed Mongu in population, not only in population but also in activities. Kaoma has a lot of activities here. We have farmers growing tobacco, we have farmers growing maize, we have farmers growing impa. Everything is done here in Kaoma.
Kalan Chiman reporting for Prime TV News, Kaoma District, Western Province. United Party for National Development UPND has charged that the removal of Winter Kabimba will not guarantee the release of the Constitution. UPND Deputy Spokesperson Cornelius Mwito says the failure to release the Constitution is a PF government's failure and not Winter Kabimba's. He says the PF government has failed on many things, and those failures cannot be heaped on Winter Kabimba alone. Mr. Mwito, who is also Choma Member of Parliament, indicates that the PF promised a lot of things within 90 days, but have failed to deliver them. He was speaking in an interview with Prime TV News in Lusaka. Mr. Mwito adds that Mr. Kabimba's removal will not change PF on national issues because PF has failed on its own.
Be astute about this. We don't think that PF was run by Winter Kabimba. It is PF policy to deny the people of Zambia the Constitution. That is as simple as that. So we will still maintain that the PF should know that they are living on borrowed time. The transition political party, the transition government, their main objective for which they were voted in was to remove the MMD. After that, we set the nation into motion for another party to come and trigger economic recovery and development. That's what the status quo is. So they should not sit back in the comforts of their seats to try and think that now that winter is gone, so the people of Zambia will now forgive them of all the atrocious acts they have committed against the people of this country in terms of governance and also the economy. They should know that in fact now they've raised the bar of measure, that now that they are celebrating Winter Kabimba's departure, we expect a difference now that is not there.
Meanwhile, Mr. Mwetwa says the removal of Winter Kabimba is not a matter for UPND to celebrate or not. Mr. Mwetwa says that UPND does not take any keen interest in what is happening in the PF camp because it is an internal matter that does not concern UPND. He adds that UPND understands that all the gains and losses by Winter Kabimba are attributed to PF as a party and not to Winter Kabimba alone. Mr. Mwetwa was speaking in an interview.
The gains and losses of what he said and did are not accruable to him as an individual, but to the entity that he represented, because at that time they had the obligation to come out to appreciate or disassociate what they said. So we are wondering when they are now celebrating. What are they celebrating about when they are the ones who have been defending the wrong things that are attributable to him? They defended him in everything he said and did, and today they want to use that opportunity to hoodwink unsuspecting citizens that the wrongdoer in the PF PF has left. That is why this PF is a failed project. We as UPND cannot join such kind of perceptions. We think that government is bigger than Winter Kabimba.
Movement for Multi-Party Democracy, MMD, says time has come for the people of Eastern Province to send a letter of a protest to the Republican President Michael Sata for poor leadership in the country through the ballot. MMD President Dr. Nevas Mumba says that the PF government was formed through deceit and lies, hence the need to show its leadership that Zambians are bitter with blatant lies of the 90 days promises. Speaking when he addressed 3 successful meetings in Kasenengwa constituency, Dr. Mumba says the PF government is not trustworthy as it had brought sufferings to Zambians by increasing the cost of living. Dr. Mumba is in Kasenengwa to drum up a support for MMD's candidate in the September 11th by-election, Victoria Kalima. Patriotic Front PF in Chawama constituency says the jubilation that engulfed the country after hearing that former party Secretary General Winter Kabimba had been fired shows how people longed for it. Chawama constituency PF Vice Chairman Mukwamatamba Nayunda, however, says people should realize that no one is indispensable in politics. Meanwhile, Mr. Nayunda has welcomed the appointment of Edgar Lungu as the party's Secretary General and Justice Minister. Speaking in an interview with Prime TV, Mr. Nayunda says Mr. Lungu has demonstrated mature politics and leadership, hence his continued rise in government and party portfolios. On Friday last week, President Michael Sata fired Mr. Winter Kabimba as PF Secretary General as well as a Justice Minister, replacing him with Defense Minister Edgar Lungu.
I wish to join the nation in celebrating the appointment of Honorable Edgar Lungu as the new Justice Minister as well as the Party Secretary General. I do believe that Honorable Edgar Lungu will take our party to greater heights from where Mr. Winter Kabimba left. And I do believe that as Secretary General, Mr. Lungu will be accorded the respect and the support from a number of people.
President Michael Sata has sworn in Mumba Malila and Roida Kauma as Supreme Court judges at a ceremony held at State House. Justice Mumba Malila, State Counsel, was until his recent appointment to the Supreme Court, Zambia's Attorney General, while Justice Kauma was until her elevation, Kitwe High Court Judge in charge. The swearing in completes the process following the duo's appointment to the Supreme Court by the President and their ratification by Parliament in June this year. The President congratulated the duo and urged them to serve the Zambian people diligently. We go for a break. Join me shortly for more news after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Money. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Send your money instantly. Safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is. It reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money, and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.
Girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch.
Welcome back. Speaker of the National Assembly, Dr. Patrick Matibini, says a well-functioning procurement system is determined by its level of transparency and accountability. Dr. Matibini says that there is need to ensure that the procurement system is professional for people to benefit. He says without a public procurement system, a country runs at risk of incurring waste of expenditure, resulting in huge losses to government and poor service delivery. Dr. Matibini was speaking when he officially opened a Southern Africa Development Community Organization of Public Accounts Committees at its 11th annual conference. He adds that in Zambia, public procurement accounts for 15% of the gross domestic product.
In Zambia, public procurement accounts for 10 to 15% of the country's gross domestic product and is therefore one of the top 3 major types of spending, besides meeting, of course, government salaries and debt repayments. It is for this reason that a country's procurement system needs to be effectively and efficiently configured in order to obtain optimal value for money. Proper procurement of public goods, services and works is crucial for good economic management and forestalling leakages of public funds.
Meanwhile, Public Accounts Committee Chairperson Vincent Mwale says the Public Accounts Committee has continued to grapple with the challenges which make it an attraction for corruption. Mr. Mwale says that the public account officers are in the forefront to promote corruption and stealing public money. He says Zambia abuse of resources arising from public procurement has been excavated by the long and bureaucratic procurement procedures. Mr. Mwale says that there is need to strengthen the law of a public account in ensuring transparency and accountability in the use of public resources.
I wish to join the Honorable Mr. Speaker in welcoming you to Zambia. Indeed, it's only a few months ago when some of you were in this country to attend the SADCO-PAC and EAPAC accountability conferences. It's good to have you back, and I hope that you will find your stay even more satisfying than the last time you were here. For those who were not able to attend, I see new countries, DRC, I see Malawi, who've been absent for about 3 years, and many other countries coming here. I must say that there's just something about this conference center, Mulungushi Conference Center. It's a very big venue that it has attracted even those who are missing. Welcome to this one. So those of you who never attended the last meeting, feel at home.
Government says that there is need to reflect on efforts and achievements that women entrepreneurs have been able to achieve in the 50 years of Zambia's independence. Deputy Minister of Gender and Child Development Esther Banda says it is worrying to note that women have less access to education, land and technology compared to men, when women have proved to be more productive. Ms. Banda says that there is need for government through the Ministry of Gender and Child Development to encourage skills and entrepreneurship development for women. She was speaking during the ceremony for the Month of the Women Entrepreneur 2014. The theme for this year's ceremony was reflecting on 50 years of women in entrepreneurship contributing to national development.
We are encouraging our women to come out, to come up. If you look at the Ministry of Gender and Child Development, we have been trying to empower women through certain things like giving them hammer meals, giving them those peanut butter making machines. And if they went through, maybe from other districts, they are listening from us, they can go to the district commissioners and find out more about what we do as a ministry. Because if you look at our ministry, the focal point people or the focal point offices are the offices of the district commissioners. So if they want to learn something about this or they want something from our ministry, let them go there.
Meanwhile, Winnie Nachivula, an entrepreneur, says it is high time that women stopped depending on men for their income. Ms. Nachivula says women should be creative from the little that they have and be able to come up with ways that will sustain them. She says that the demand for jobs on the market is high, adding that women should use opportunities in reaching out and showing what they are able to do. Ms. Banda has therefore urged all women in the country to use the materials that are at their disposal to create jobs out of the little resources that they have.
I've come to realize that there's this medium income generation whereby they're just too busy, and people now are moved into eating fast foods, and yet we have all these natural, organic, and very healthy foods. So I went into actually preparing the katapa and selling it frozen in game stores and Pick and Pay. You just buy it, you can put it into the pot and then you cook. So to me, all these challenges are coming about just by seeing the things that we can do to improve on what we already have. So right now, I would say the demand is high, the job is there, and it's actually a challenge, but a very good one.
Before we go for a second break, we turn our attention to the money markets and see how the kwacha is performing against other major convertibles. We go for a break. Join me shortly after this for international news.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique?
Pakistan State Television has returned
100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Thank you so much for staying with us. And now foreign news. Lesotho's Deputy Prime Minister Mohet Joham Singh says he has been invited to South Africa for talks after an alleged coup sent the country's Prime Minister fleeing to the same country. Singh has taken charge of the government after Prime Minister Thomas Ntabane fled the country, accusing the army of staging a coup, a minister said on Sunday, according to the Reuters news agency. Regional power South Africa condemned the army's actions and invited the Deputy Prime Minister to talks there Lesotho's Minister of Communications, Science and Technology, Salibe Mochomborane, told Reuters. Since its independence from Britain in 1966, Lesotho has undergone a number of military coups. In 1998, at least 58 locals and 8 South African soldiers died during a political standoff and subsequent fighting. A hospital in the Swedish capital is investigating a possible case of Ebola, Swedish media has reported. A man who recently traveled to a risk area for the virus was taken to Karolinska University Hospital in Stockholm, suffering from a fever and is being treated in an isolation unit, the reports said on Sunday. More than 1,500 people have died in an Ebola outbreak in West Africa since March. Neither the council nor the hospital could immediately be reached for a comment. For these international stories and more, we turn to Al Jazeera for a roundup.
Pakistan State Television has returned to air after it was briefly overrun by protesters. The station is now under army protection. Anti-government demonstrators are demanding the resignation of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. Israel has come under intense international criticism over what Palestinians have called the biggest land grab in 3 decades. It's declared 400 hectares of land near Bethlehem in the occupied West Bank state-owned. The United States has asked Israel to reverse that decision. A State Department official described the issue as counterproductive to Israel's stated goal of a negotiated two-state solution. Palestinian activists are outraged.
This new declaration of expansion of settlements by the Israeli government is very significant. We don't remember such a big announcements in the last 1 or 2 decades. This is a stab in the back of Abbas and the moderate people in the Palestinian Authority. Instead of strengthening the Palestinian Authority versus Hamas, Israel is showing its other side and actually in a unilateral move expand settlements activity and destroy the chance for renegotiation with the Palestinian Authority.
There have been more advances by Iraqi forces against the Islamic State group. The town of Suleiman Bek, which is situated south of Kirkuk city, has now been retaken. On Sunday, Kurdish fighters and Shia militias reached the northern besieged town of Ameli. Ukraine says rebels are gaining ground in the east because Russian soldiers are in their ranks. Moscow is continuing to deny having any military role in the conflict. Pro-Russia separatists can be seen here preparing to move on the airport in Donetsk, which was shut at the end of May due to heavy fighting. Pro-democracy activists in Hong Kong have disrupted a parliamentary committee after the Chinese government ruled out free elections. The protesters shouted shame and dishonesty. Beijing announced on Sunday that it would handpick the candidates allowed to stand in elections in 2017. Thousands of protesters are also gathered in Hong Kong's business district on Sunday night.
Well, that foreign roundup brings us to the end of the news on Prime Television. But before we leave you, a quick look at the headlines once again. UPND tells the PF government not to heap its failures on dismissed Winter Kavimba. PF members continue celebrating the dismissal of their Secretary General, Winter Kavimba. Kaoma residents demand for development. And in foreign news, South Africa tackles Lesotho core crisis. That's it. That's the end of the main news on Prime Television. Thank you so much for your time. On behalf of the entire student technical crew, my name is Kalam Chima. Join me on the other side with Oxygen of Democracy. Bye-bye.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Money. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Send your money instantly. Safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is. It reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money, and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.